Let's take a look at what's happening over on X. I live in Long Island and I'm moving out of New York City if Zoran is elected. I'm sure your neighbors didn't need even more reason to vote for Mamdani, but there it is anyway. The real Master Chief. The guy faked bone spurs to get out of his military duty, and yet MAGA looks at him and they see a commando. Gunther Eagleman calls for mandatory drug tests for all EBT and welfare recipients. The cost to implement something like this would be absolutely outrageous. And to what end? What are you accomplishing here? You getting somebody who's disabled that smokes a little bit of weed to help out, kicking them off? Or kicking off a kid whose parent happens to be a drug addict? This accomplishes nothing. I love my nation and want it to be Christian. You know, the same people that are saying that Muslims are constantly trying to push their religion on our country are the same people who are trying to push their religion on our country. Makeup should be banned, period. We can revisit the issue of permitting some small amount of makeup a century or so after we ban all of it. I'm going to put aside the misogyny of this tweet for just a second. I'm assuming you mean just women. Or watching the NAACP endorse a white woman over a black woman has to be the joke of the century. If the NAACP is endorsing a white woman over a black woman, that should tell you everything you need to know about that black woman. John Rocker post, 25 years ago, I criticized New York for its rapid decline into a third world country. I was forced to undergo psychological counseling as if I were the crazy one. 25 years later, the city is voting for a Muslim socialist for mayor. Fuck New York. John Rocker was a professional baseball player who was once suspended because he went on an absolutely racist, homophobic, xenophobic tirade in an interview for Sports Illustrated. Stephen Miller posts, defending the homeland from foreign terrorist enemies of the United States. This is in response to us blowing up 3 more ships in international waters. I think this guy takes people calling him Joseph Goebbels as a compliment. I would ask those who insult and disrespect AG Pam Bondi to consider that well-planned and fully reasoned decisions to prosecute are the cases that win. The fact that she is being deliberate and careful should be lauded rather than berated. Man, the fact that they consider Pam Bondi to be deliberate and careful just shows you how reckless the rest of the Trump administration really is. And finally, if Trump can seek a third term, Obama can too, right? The irony is they're trying everything that they possibly can to come up with a way for Donald Trump to run for a third term, but everything that they're doing is ensuring that Barack Obama can't run against him. I wonder why.